You've probably heard of the sandpaper prank video by now, where he goes around touching women's bums in the streets, and has now claimed it's part of a larger social experiment. I'm not buying any of this. He's got another video where he lassos women in the street, and one that's lovingly titled Insta Whore, and I just think the channel's quite misogynistic. I think it's disgusting. I don't think anyone should look up to the guy. I don't think anyone should defend him, but what freaks me out is that he's not the only one doing these prank videos. There are a lot of other channels out there that are making videos where they're treating women like objects, like conquests, and essentially not real people. KSI, Vitaly ZD TV, the Viral Brothers are just to name a few amongst other big channels that are doing videos either showing sexual harassment or videos intended to humiliate women. And what's scary is that these videos are racking up millions of views. Picking up girls, picking up hot girls, kissing random girls, gold digger prank, getting a hot girl's phone number, how to get girls to sleep with you, how to get girls to show you their boobs. This isn't comedy. We're not fucking conquests. And you could refer to us as women, you know. These pranks are normalising harassment, and they're making a joke of something that's quite serious, and they're perpetuating this type of behaviour to millions of viewers. Ah, but Laura, the women giggle, so they don't mind. Well, the beauty of YouTube is editing, so we don't know whether they're harassing 10 women and maybe one out of them will give them an awkward smile giggle response and they'll bung all of them in a video. Plus, it's beside the point, it's still harassment. It's also telling their viewers that, hey look, you can do this, it's fine. I feel like it could encourage some men to act like this because they're showing only positive responses, and maybe give the idea to some women that they'd be overreacting if this ever happened to them. But what I really want to get to is that this is part of a bigger issue. Harassment is not just contained in prank videos, and this goes hand in hand with viewing a person as a thing or conquest. As soon as you start viewing a person as a thing, that's usually a person's first step towards justifying assault or harassment or violence against a person. For example, in a female case, you often see comments online like whore, bitch and slag as a way of justifying something bad that's happened to that woman. Take the leaked nudes for instance. I'm just sick of this lad culture we're living in, and this is not a man-hating video. I have wonderful guy friends and wonderful men in my family, but by lad culture I mean this culture of sexualization of women, rape jokes, and normalization of harassment and abuse towards women. I mean, this is a society where Chris Brown, a guy who hit and bit a woman, is in the top 40 right now. Why is he still around? Who's buying his CDs? Ah, but Laura, this isn't having an effect on actual people. Well, yeah, actually it is, because by ignoring a problem, you're letting them get away with it, and you're telling everyone else that it's fine to do. I've personally been shouted at, grabbed, groped, and even followed once in London, and at university pretty much every part of my body was groped at some point. Yeah, when you're in that situation, all you want to do is just get away and not think about it. And now that I'm a bit older, I've realised that I have the right to be really angry about this. I'll usually like stick up my finger or just show that I'm really not happy with this situation. But at the end of the day, if 3 guys are wolf whistling me and one of them tries to touch me, I can't take on 3 guys if one of them decides to become violent. This is why it's an issue that affects everyone, men and women, because collectively we can change this and we can change people's attitudes, but it takes more than one individual. And decent men need to be concerned about this issue too, because yes, it might not directly affect you, but one day it could affect your sister, your mother, or your future daughter. If I was to ever have a daughter, I would want her to grow up knowing that she's not just there to please a man, she's not a conquest, and she's no one's eye candy. And I would want her to be in a society that encourages her to develop her own interests and to be happy and to enjoy her life, and more importantly, to have a voice. I wanted to say a giant fuck you to being objectified, and to know that if she's ever touched or harassed, she has every right to defend herself in whatever way possible. Girl, boy, woman, man, you don't owe anyone shit when it comes to sexual advances. Never ever feel pressured to do anything you're not comfortable with. Thanks to the community for being so awesome about this. Like, it's so positive to see so many people stand up and talk about these issues. And thanks for listening.
Oh, this end card doesn't go with the subject matter at all. This is just awkward. Awkward end card.